Hey y'all, welcome back to my page. Today I decided to come out to the Riverwalk to clear my mind, get some fresh air, and really just reset. Sometimes you've got to step away from everything else and give yourself space to breathe and think. If you've been rocking with me for a while, you know I've been on a journey with my business, my channel, and just life in general. And honestly, lately I've been feeling like it's time to change. I've been reflecting a lot, asking myself what's really working, what's not, and where I actually want to go.
It's about getting different bits of information.
Yes, it is. I come down here to try to clear my mind.
Well, you know what? His face hang out this way.
There's something about being near the water that just helps me think, helps me breathe, helps me reset. That's why I came out here today to the Detroit Riverwalk to clear my mind and refocus on what I really want. Because I've been making some big decisions about my business, my journey, and my dreams. The truth is, I've decided I'm scratching everything I started with and I'm starting over. No more forcing myself into a box that doesn't fit me. No more trying to do things the way I thought I was supposed to do them. This time, I'm choosing a different niche, a different approach, and honestly, it feels scary. Starting over sounds good in theory, but when you've invested so much time, money, and energy into something, it's not easy to say I'm pivoting. When I first began, I had collections I thought would define my brand. I planned them out, I worked on them, I put my heart into them. But somewhere along the way, I realized it isn't me anymore. It wasn't feeling fulfilling. I wasn't feeling aligned with the direction I was going. And when I started to dread the very thing I once loved, that's when I knew it was time to shift. Now, don't get me wrong, there are days I thought pivoting meant failure. Like, if I change directions, does that mean I wasted all of my effort? Does that mean people won't take me serious? But the more I sat on it, the more I realized pivoting doesn't mean quitting. It means realigning. It means adjusting so you don't lose yourself in the process of chasing a dream. And if you're listening to this right now and you feel stuck in something that doesn't light you up anymore, give yourself permission to pivot. Don't stay trapped in a plan just because it's the plan you started with. You're allowed to grow. You're allowed to shift. You're allowed to say, this no longer serves me, and that's okay. But here's the other side of it, the grind. Loving what you do can turn into hating what you do when you feel unsupported. And I've been there. Days when no sales come in, days when the people that you thought would show you support don't, days when people you thought would show up don't, days when you pour yourself into something and all you hear is crickets. The silence is very loud, louder than the negative comments you've ever heard. Because at least when someone criticizes you, they saw you. But silence make you wonder if anybody's even paying attention to you. And that's how I felt plenty of times. I've had those days where I sat and thought, am I even good enough? Or should I just give this up? And if you felt that too, I want you to know you're not alone. But here's the thing, silence doesn't mean failure. Sometimes it just means you're in the season nobody claps for. You're planting seeds underground. You don't see the growth yet, but it doesn't mean it isn't happening. And if you quit during the silent season, you'll never get to the harvest. So I remind myself, believe in yourself louder than the silence. Push yourself harder than the doubt. Because if I stop believing in myself, why should anyone else start? Now, with this fresh start, I've got a pop-up shop coming soon, October 4th. And I'm excited because this time I'm coming with my new ideas and a new vision. I'm not stressing about collections that box me in. I'm building from a new space. And I think that's what makes this chapter so important. When you show up as your authentic self, people can feel you. Energy speaks louder than words. And I want people to feel the energy of this new direction when they see my work, when they experience my tables at the pop-up shop, when they hear me talk about what I do. And while I'm on the subject of energy, let me take a moment to just say thank you. I'm so close to hitting 250 subscribers on YouTube, and I can't explain how grateful I am. Some people might hear 250 and brush it off like it's nothing. But to me, every single subscriber is a real person who chose to connect with me, who chose to hit the subscribe button. Someone who watched my videos, someone who listened to my voice, someone who said, I'm rocking with her journey. And I don't take that lightly. And that's why I'm planning on a giveaway to celebrate once I hit 250 subscribers. I'll be dropping all the details of how you can participate. And when we get 250, we'll celebrate together because this isn't just my milestone, it's ours. You've been rocking with me, supporting me, encouraging me, and I want to give back. But before I close out, I want to leave you with some encouragement because you've watched, listened, maybe you've thought about giving up too. Never give up on yourself. Never give up on your dream. Even when it feels like no one sees you, even when the support isn't there, even when sales are low or motivation is slipping and you're tired of trying, it's worth it. Keep going. I know what it's like to pour yourself into something and feel invisible. I know what it's like wondering if it's worth it, but I also know that your breakthrough could be right around the corner. The worst thing you could do is stop right before you hit it. So pivot if you need to, pause if you need to, but don't quit. Believe in yourself louder than the doubt. Keep clapping for yourself even when no one else does. Because at the end of the day, if you don't believe in you, nobody else believes in you. Your belief is the foundation that everything else is built on. And that belief is what's going to carry you into the next season. So today, I'll leave this Riverwalk with a clear mind and a fresh perspective. I'm ready to pivot. I'm ready to refocus. And I'm ready to keep going no matter how loud the silence gets. Thank you for being a part of this journey with me. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the giveaway details when I do hit 250 subscribers. And remember, pivoting isn't quitting. It's realigning. It's making room for growth. Believe in yourself. Keep going and trust your dream is worth it. I'll see you all on the next video. And like always, keep glowing and growing.